Joseph is alive. Yeah, Joseph is alive. He's got the power, Egypt's tower, mighty awesome too. So Dad, let's go and visit him. Mazel tov to you. So here's how I grade our Rosh Hashanah versus Yenna's New Year. Apple dipped in honey versus tequila and margaritas. Shofar blowing versus extravagant fireworks. Crying in synagogue versus waking up under a tree 3 blocks from home. Oh yeah, but those round raisin challahs. Rosh Hashanah wins by far! Welcome to the Kaba Jewish Center's video blog, the Torah portion of Vayechi. This week, Genesis, the first of the 5 books of Moses, comes to a close. Jacob's last 17 years living in Egypt were his happiest. But finally, at the end of his life, he gets sick and prepares to pass away. Joseph hears about it, and he quickly schleps his 2 kids to Zadie's house. Hi, Dad, I brought the kids. Can we make the will? And I want those suspenders. No, silly, he brought them to be blessed by Jacob. Really? That's rare. Yes, unfortunately nowadays it is. But this is where the story gets interesting. In positioning the 2 boys by Zadie's bedside, Joseph puts Menashe, the elder of the 2, under Jacob's right hand, and Ephraim goes under Jacob's left hand. And in the first ever display of Jewish shtick, Jacob crosses his hands over, putting the right hand over Ephraim, the younger one, and the left hand goes on Menashe's head. Now class, moving on to our next pose, called Jacob's Blessings. Take your right hand and swing it over your left shoulder, while simultaneously maneuvering your left hand ever so gently. When Joseph interjects to his father's theatrics, Jacob tells him that it was done for a reason. For the younger brother will yet be greater than the older one. What a bizarre and puzzling episode. What's more is that we know that the Torah doesn't just give us weird bedtime stories or Mother Goose rhymes. Big Mighty Joe took his 2 boys to go visit Zadie so sickly in bed. When they finally got there, the grandboys drew near and quickly bowed low at their heads. But Grandpa got twitchy, his hands went all switchy, and gave the first blessing to Ephraim. Jacob pulled through with that old switcheroo and gets 7 points just for trying. You see what I mean? The Torah is not Mother Goose rhymes. So then what on earth could the message of the Torah be from this story? Well, let's first understand what Menashe and Ephraim represent. Represent! The eldest of the 2 was named Menashe from the word Ki Nashani Elokim. God has made me forget all of my toil and my father's house. In other words, Joseph's first son represents the difficult past that Joseph struggled through. In Menashe, Joseph finds comfort and peace from his very traumatizing younger years. The second son, however, is called Ephraim, from the word Ki Hifrani Elokim, for God has made me fruitful in the land of my affliction. So this second son symbolizes what? Symbolize? He symbolizes the success and blessings that Joseph had encountered in Egypt. In Ephraim, Joseph expresses joy and happiness at the blessings he's received. So there we have it. Menashe references our past. It is a first step and crucial part in being able to appreciate the blessings in life as well as not repeat the same mistakes again. Ephraim, however, refers to the here and now. It's the confidence that makes a difference. It brings success and focuses only on action, making it happen. Joseph brings his children to Jacob and he wishes for Jacob to place his right arm on Menashe. He wants to show that remembering the past is the first step of the process. Find comfort with your past and only afterwards focus on the success of the here and now with the left arm going on Ephraim. Jacob, however, teaches Joseph that although yes, it is indeed imperative to remember the past, we must, however, bear in mind that the most important is the action. Remembering the past is worthless if there is no real action to follow. The right hand must go to Ephraim, who symbolizes that practical, non-stop climb to change the surroundings for the better. In our own lives, so many times we get lost dwelling in the past. Life's been so hot to me. If I can only just lay down for a minute and I won't be able to make it to services. I'm hosting that meditation group on Jewish persecution throughout the ages. It'll be great. Frank Potatolovich will be there. We get carried away on the past, and we sweep the present deep behind our tefillin bag left in the closet. In the early 1950s, the UJA developed an idea to honor the 6 million Jewish lives cut down in the Holocaust. They wished to have every Jewish Passover Seder around the world put one empty chair at the table in memory of one holy soul who that year would be unable to participate in the Seder. When they presented the idea to the Lubavitcher Rebbe in New York and asked for his blessing and support, the Rebbe suggested that they change it up. Instead of leaving the chair empty, the Rebbe suggested that everyone find a Jew on the street who would not be attending a Seder that year, and let every table fill another chair with another holy soul at the Seder. This would truly perpetuate the memory of so many millions of holy souls. Indeed, this is the everlasting message of Jacob to us all. To really remember the past, we must focus our attention at changing the present and the future. So Nu, what are you waiting for? Get off YouTube and fix the world! Shabbat Shalom and have an awesome week.